Greetings, family. I want to say greetings to all of my learners, growers, and evolvers. Welcome to my video version of the podcast. Um, I apologize, I haven't been on as scheduled, which is at 2 o'clock on Monday and Wednesdays. I took some time off for my birthday, and I also have been having technical difficulties just like today. It is raining where I'm at, and causing some signal failures. Um, but then also, I haven't been on this live because of all of the things that have been really going on in America lately. I have been feeling some type of way. And the news that we have received for many different things, the verdict for Breonna Taylor, just how people of color are treated in America, the debates have left me uh, in a mood that's not really explainable. It's not a sadness, it's not overjoyed, it's not anger, um, but it is very much so uh, a saddened state of affairs. Um, I took my time to come on live, um, and I chose not to come on last week because of this feeling. I was agitated. I was hurt. I have been disappointed by so many things that's going on in our society right now. And so I'm just going to be candid and share those things with you. And I understand people are free to comment, um, and share. They're free to disagree. They're free to agree. I was disappointed. I am a person who believes that if you are an entrepreneur or a business person, and you have the ability to do so, that each one should reach one. Meaning that if you can't reach back and mentor or educate or provide information to someone, you could at least support an upcoming entrepreneur or upcoming business. With that said, I've been doing that since the COVID-19 plague, coronavirus has started. I will admit I haven't invested a whole lot of money because I wasn't in a predicament to do so. But I invested what I could after I budgeted the things that were priority. In that, I sought out a young lady to do my hair because I know that I was going to be doing something special for my birthday. Um, I informed the young lady that my hair is natural, meaning that there is no chemicals, that my hair is extremely long, um, and it is not trained. Um, Many of you know that if you've been following my lives, that I had locks when I first started my live videos on YouTube. And I have moved to my next spiritual level. And therefore, I have taken out my locks and I have still chosen to be natural. I have on a wig today because I have not combed my hair. It very much so needs to be washed and it is in disarray. And I didn't want to come on here uncouth and unkept. So I have this wig on. My hair, uh, it comes past the shoulder. It's pretty long. It's pretty thick. I posted my pictures on Facebook just to show my friends and family, what I'm looking like afterwards. Long story short, I sent the lady a picture of my hair and what it looked like for a few reasons. to reinforce what I had already stated, and to just kind of give her an idea of what she would be working with. And if at that opportunity that she felt that she couldn't do it or it was too time consuming, that she'd be able to let me know. So she said that she could, and we made the appointment. Excuse me, I needed a drink of water. I confirmed the appointment with the young lady. She was late to the appointment. Um, the appointment was at a shop in a less than desirable area. The name of the shop was not prominently located on the building for it to be visible from street view. Um, and when the person came finally, she was on the telephone and she acknowledged me to come with her, but she did not get off of the phone. I was not able to explain to her how to wash my hair and so on and so forth because she was on the phone. So finally, she got off the phone. I began to try and explain to her, and she made another phone call. So she was on the phone the majority of the time that I was there. So she washed my hair, she rinsed it out. Um, I don't know if a lot of people know, but if you have natural hair, the process to wash and dry our hair is not the same as those that are chemically treated or for those whose hair is trained. You have to detangle our hair before you can start doing anything. The process of detangling is from tip to root, not root to tip. I'm trying to explain that to the young lady before she got started, but again, she was on the telephone. So she attempted to try and blow dry my hair. She had the wrong brush. She did not have a personal blow dryer of her own. Needless to say, let's just say she was ill prepared and she didn't have the proper tools for the job that she was going to do. So she proceeded to start braiding my hair while it was wet. She got about 3/4 of my hair done, and then she decided to do the crown area. So from here to about here, she decided to start, untangling that and trying to braid it. At that point, it's matted in a ball from the scalp to the root, matted. And so she proceeded to take the brush and just, pull my hair. And so I explained to her that she was not going to be able to do that because one, is painful, and two, it's not the proper procedure on how to detangle hair. So she proceeded to tell me at that point, after other explanations and disclaimers and what they ain't gonna do and how they have to do were exchanged, that she was no longer able to do my hair. Some other ladies in the shop, they saw the conversation was getting a little heated, um, and they stepped in. And the one lady, she spoke and she said, "Well, first of all, she told you the truth. And you doing natural hair, one, you have to make sure that the hair is blow dried from tip to root and not root to tip. So from the ends of the hair to the scalp. And then you will probably have to use more product because the hair is in a natural state in order for the hair to blend with the braided hair." So the other young lady, she was standing to the left of me. She chimed in and she said, "Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't pay this young lady to do my hair." She said, your hair is showing out through the braid. It's not, smooth or whatever. The braid is not tight." And so the young lady to my right, she told the young lady, she said, "Yes, let me show you this." And she asked, "Did I mind?" I told her no, because this was a teachable moment, hopefully, for this young lady. She took the braid that the young lady did, which was supposed to be a version of a two-strand twist. And she said, when you braiding her hair, in order to make sure that it's tight, instead of you braiding it to the end, you have to tie the braid off. This way the braid stays braided, and then you can move on to the next braid. So, I told the young ladies, I just wanted my hair completed. I came for a service. I provided all this information pre to the service. They both were in agreement that I shouldn't pay the young lady. And you may be in that same agreement. But I did pay the young lady a certain amount of money for her washing my hair, um, and for her time because I had been at that shop for hours. And I was left disappointed because not just because she messed up my hair and I had to go home and try to kind of scramble and figure something out, but because she wasn't willing to listen to any of us. She immediately shut down. She immediately, had an attitude, and the attitude was of I don't really give a care. Um, I have seen this attitude in so many businesses, period. But it especially bothers me when I go to a business that's supposed to be a business, ran by or workers that are of color, and they give you this attitude of disrespect. They give you this attitude like they don't care if you're there or not. They're unprofessional and they are rude because it's rude for you to be on your phone while you're servicing the client, period. If you're not calling to order any product for this person, if you're not calling to answer the phone, trying to schedule an appointment while you're working with the client, this is not a normal client. This is a new client that's coming in to receive services. It's just blatantly rude and very unprofessional. So I went through that, and like I said, I still paid the young lady. We all got news about the Breonna Taylor, even though the decision had been made much earlier than we received it. Nonetheless, it was still very disheartening. It was very disruptive to my spirit. I was agitated and I was angry and grieved. Um, for everyone who have lost their life in such a terrible way. Um, and then I proceeded to go to another business, and I saw Black men just being blatantly disrespectful. Most of the patrons in this business were women. Men were on the phone, I guess, talking to their homeboy, FaceTime, and every other word describing a woman was be this, be that, and y'all know which B word I'm talking about. To call a woman a bitch is so disrespectful. I understand that these people are not in my age bracket, that the music that they listen to blatantly disrespects women. It speaks of them in masculine tones. It speaks of them as being less than a queen, less than a mother, less than a sister, less than an auntie, less than a grandmother, less than a person, as an object. And that is the music of their culture. I understand all of that. At the end of the day, it bothered me because these young men have mothers, aunties, sisters, grandmothers, and if anybody was to call any of those people out of their name and use the word be, I'm almost sure that they would be ready to fight, kill, have some words to say. But yet they took it upon themselves to open up their conversation to the public. When you put your phone on speakerphone and when you put your phone on FaceTime, where we can hear and see people on your phone, you have opened up your conversation to the public. And I felt very disrespected because, I was, pretty much every woman in there was being referred to as a B because the conversation was very general. And it was because this young man's friend had some dealings with some woman. And so now every woman got to be a B. All of this last week and so much more It just weighs so heavy on my heart about the type of society and the type of community and the type of people and the type of world that we live in. I come on here to promote people to learn and to grow and to educate and evolve and just, be a light into this world, to love yourself and to love other people. It was so hard for me to just stay focused last week on any positivity because of all the negative things that I ran into and saw and witnessed last week. And so, I came on here today to apologize for not keeping my word because I promised you guys a video every Monday and Wednesday at 2 o'clock. I also came on here to let you know that if you are a person who is empathic or care for other people in the manner in which I do and so many other people do, when things like this happen, it affects you. It affects you emotionally, it affects you spiritually, and you have to get grounded. You have to find some kind of way to get you back, some kind of way to bounce back. And I was on the route to doing that. I had a wonderful weekend. I got a chance to get away and just have a peaceful time. And then what they call the debates, presidential debates, were on TV, and it is just a sad time in America when we have two grown men acting like children. I don't know any other way to put it. When you are so unruly that the person who is supposed to be asking questions for the presidential debate can't get a word in, or they can't keep you to your 2 minute slot, um, that means you're unadvisable, that you don't listen, that you just spew out things from your mouth. I was so disappointed on both sides, but I was especially disappointed on one side. And I can't tell you who to vote for, um, but I will tell you this. Make sure that the person that you votes for is a representative of what you want to see America to be. Vote for the person who you feel is going to be responsible enough to provide an America that you can be comfortable in. Pick senators and school board members and you know uh, all parts of government. When you vote, make sure those people are a reflection of you. And once you place those people in office, please do write letters. Please do telephone call, uh, whatever means, Skype, text, whatever. Get your point to those people. If they're not doing their job, you need to stay on them so that they can be reflective of what policy, plans, and procedures that you feel you and your community need. And then we have to be active and diligent in our communities in whatever way that we can play a part in it. Because this is just ridiculous. That whole debate was not a joke. It was very scary to me. Um, it was very scary to me of what this nation has come to, how we can blatantly just disregard other human beings because of the color of their skin, how we can rally people um, to put them in place publicly to attack or to be ready or on standby to hurt other people at the drop of a dime or any kind of notification. How we can attack opponents That's all I've seen on the news, all I've seen on TV, these ads attacking each other instead of speaking on your agenda, speaking on what the issues are. We have plenty. We have plenty. Yet people choose to use these platforms to attack each other, to attack each other's families, to talk about different communities. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. I am just at a lack of words. There are no words to describe the hurt, the disappointment that I feel. I will continue to be a part of promoting growth and healing, whether it be um, career wise or spiritually or just with life in general. I will continue to do that because that's what I was called to do. But we all have something that we're called to do. And I implore you to step up. Take care of yourself first so that you can love and understand yourself. And once you get an understanding of yourself and you love yourself, and you can stand up and be a part of your community, be that voice that needs to be heard, not just for you, but for your children, for your grandchildren, for the community that you stay in, for people of whatever color, race, or culture that you come from. Please, please make a stand, make a commitment. Um, we cannot allow these people to continue to be in office just doing all kind of things just just for a dollar or just for these corporations. I'm really trying to keep it light and breezy because this is not a political show. This is not a political podcast. But I don't know where America has gone wrong. I don't know where the turn had came. We used to show up for people in emergencies. It didn't matter. We used to be neighborly. We used to love on one another. We used to be prideful about being an American because this was the land of opportunity and disenfranchisement. Now it's just, I don't know. I don't know. But I did want to come on here and give my due diligence to apologize for not coming on. And I'm sure some people really needed to be lifted last week. And I just was not able to do so. And then, again, Monday, I had technical issues as well as today because of the rain and the weather, so on and so forth. Uh, I apologize. I hope you can forgive me for not coming on. I will do my best to stick to the time. If I'm not able to do so, please know that it was something very important that was keeping me from it, and that I will upload a video um, as soon as possible. Um, I just wanted to come on here and hopefully, again, you can forgive me. If not, I understand. We're all cut from a different cloth. Um, I hope you guys are still sheltering in place, that you are still looking out for your neighbor, your family, looking out for those who may not be able to get out. Um, I hope that you have done your research before you vote. I pray that each and every person does vote. Um, I want you all to take care of yourselves, make time for yourselves, get rest. Please work on your immune system. We're not quite into the second round of coronavirus, but the CDC says it's very much so coming. Please stock up on your needs. Don't hoard, but please do stock up. Um, the military is saying that you need to have at least 6 months worth of whatever you need: tissue, cleaning products, food, so on and so forth. So I just ask that you would go out and, start stocking up. We don't know what the future is going to bring, but we're going to be hopeful and also prepared. Until the next time, I love you guys. Please take care of yourself and each other.